Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we are giving some exciting updates from GM amid their transition to electric vehicles and autonomous driving. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. Today, we are discussing General Motors and some exciting news from them as they are working on shifting towards electric vehicles. Now, I did recently discuss General Motors back in a video on January 11th, where we took a look at some of these steps they are making towards this electric vehicle market. Now, in that first video, we discussed how GM plans to have 30 different electric models in the market by 2025 and how they're also investing over $27 billion into the EV and autonomous driving space. And I definitely got a lot of mixed feedback on everyone's opinions of how GM could possibly fit into the EV market. But the EV market is growing bigger and bigger each and every year, and there is definitely room for GM to find some success in this space. Anyways, since posting that first video on January 11th, when their share price was around $45 per share, they are now up above $55 per share for over a 23% gain in this last week and a half. And that increase is due to some exciting news that basically came out the day after my video, plus more recent news that just came out this week. So in today's video, we are going to bring you up to speed with all the exciting announcement that GM has had lately and how it's affecting their stock price and future outlook. And just before we get into all of that, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out some of the great links we have down below in the description. Right now, Webull is giving away 4 free stocks for signing up and funding a new investment account, so make sure to check them out. All right, now one of the catalysts that I had mentioned in my previous GM video was that they were going to be presenting at the Consumer Electronics Show, and it is here that they unveiled some big parts of their electric plan. CES gave GM an opportunity to tell tech giants and EV geeks its plans to create a new battery technology and platform that the company says cuts costs and simplifies production. GM's CEO, Mary Barra, announced that they will now be selling electric delivery vans that will be created under a new business unit called Brightdrop, which reimagines commercial delivery and logistics for an all-electric future of smart connected products and software-enabled services. Now, FedEx will be its first customer, and Brightdrop's first product will be an electric pallet called EP1 that will be available early next year. Its second product, an electric light commercial vehicle called the EV600 with a range of up to 250 miles, will be available for order in early 2022. Brightdrop aims to provide the commercial delivery and logistics with products, software, and services, as well as support that they need to move goods from warehouses to your front door, Barra said. Now, they also unveiled a Cadillac-branded drone-like aircraft that runs on electric power, plus a zero-emissions Hummer truck. Barra said that electrification will be a catalyst for a range of experiences. We are excited and confident about the future of our electric and autonomous vehicles. Now, that drone is their concept right now for an eVTOL passenger aircraft, or an electronic vertical takeoff and landing drone. The concept is still many years from completion, but basically we're looking at autonomous flying taxis. Now, hearing from 5-star analyst Daniel Ives from Wedbush, he says there's a renaissance of growth happening at GM. They've made many mistakes, many black eyes in the past, but it's a golden age for EV, a transformational opportunity. They're diving into the deep end of the pool, and investors are taking notice. Now, GM and its crosstown competitors like Ford and Fiat Chrysler still haven't been matched by Wall Street with the likes of Tesla. Tesla is not treated in the market as an automotive company. It's treated as a technology disruptive company. Now, GM is starting to get a piece of that valuation as they're further and further focused on this market. For GM, Ives says the next few years might be some of the best years we've seen in the last 25 years because of EVs and where it's all shifted. Now, further exciting news came just this week, yesterday, when Microsoft announced an investment that has to do with GM. and that is Microsoft's investment in GM's self-driving car company, Cruise. GM purchased Cruise back in 2016, and since then has taken capital from Honda Motors and SoftBank Group. Now, Microsoft, along with Honda and some institutional investors, are going to be investing $2 billion into Cruise to help accelerate their development of self-driving cars. This new capital will value Cruise at about $30 billion. As far as Microsoft's involvement goes, Microsoft's Azure cloud is trying to win more customers for edge computing services that collect and analyze data from sensors without having to transmit the data back to a central server farm. Self-driving car technology relies on an array of sensors and artificial intelligence algorithms, so Cruise could grow into an important revenue stream for the software giant. So Microsoft isn't working on self-driving cars itself, but rather aiming to sell its software to car companies. Cruise will use Azure to manage its self-driving vehicle network by handling data and mapping. It will also enable driverless cars to communicate with Cruise's back office and customer-facing app for ride-hailing. This type of software infrastructure is a vital component for a planned commercial robotaxi service. Hearing from the Cruise CEO, Dan Ammann, he says, "Our mission to bring safer, better, and more affordable transportation to everyone isn't just a tech race, it's also a trust race. Microsoft, as the gold standard in the trustworthy democratization of technology, will be a force multiplier for us as we commercialize our fleet of self-driving, all-electric shared vehicles." Now, Cruise doesn't make any money yet, and GM's roughly $24 billion stake amounts to almost 1/3 of its current market cap. That leaves the legacy automotive business trading for roughly 5 times estimated 2021 earnings. It's a low multiple, and probably too low if GM successfully navigates the technology transition to all-electric self-driving cars. And benchmark analyst Mike Ward says that this is a big deal. The #1 software firm invested in GM's autonomous driving technology. That's a big vote of confidence. It also resets GM's valuation. He rates the GM stock a buy and has a $51 price target. And that price target was before the Microsoft partnership was announced. Now, when we looked at the TipRanks rating on GM stock back on January 11th, it did come in as a strong buy with 11 buy ratings and 1 hold and an average price target of about $52. Now it is still a strong buy with 1 more buy rating in there, and the average price target has moved up slightly to $54. However, with the recent increase in the stock price, this is actually about a 3% potential downside. But when we look at our detailed list of analyst forecasts, we can see the most recent ones within the last week all have a positive potential upside. There was one that was reiterated yesterday from Citigroup with a $70 price target for about a 25% potential upside. Down near the bottom of the list, we have some of our highest rated analysts, and all of their price targets are about 1 to 2 months old. So I'll be really interested to see if over the coming weeks we see some of those analysts reiterate or upgrade their price targets, as I'm sure some adjustments will be made. So there we have some of our updates towards the exciting electrification of GM. Now, if they can pull all of this off, I think they're going to make a pretty big impact on the electric vehicle market. Of course, I always love hearing from you guys, so make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that GM will be able to successfully pivot in this new direction? And what other big automakers do you think we need to look out for in the EV space? Keep in mind that these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock and are just meant for information and entertainment purposes. Any trade always needs to be made based on your own research and due diligence. If you made it all the way to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and cheers.